I owed you a video on what has happened so far. So for those of you that may have missed the community post or any of the Instagram posts, I am pregnant with a little boy and he is due at the end of July. My due date is actually the last day of July, but for a variety of reasons, he will be evicted at 39 weeks. So if we make it that far. So yeah, I am sure there are lots of questions about how the pregnancy has gone post VSG, if it has caused any complications, which VSG has caused me complications, but not complications that I think would be worth preventing you from doing VSG if you are interested in doing it and then hoping to conceive after. I'm not even sure where to start, but I'm just going to start at the beginning. It took us 4 months to conceive. On our 4th month, we conceived in November. So I got an app, which is called Pre-Mom, and I was on the IUD, so my doctor told me it would take 3 months of the IUD to come out of my system. Hi, Rory. And on the 4th month, it worked out for us. So we're feeling very, very blessed that it was so easy for us to conceive, which I do think the weight loss had something to do with. So we did tell everybody at Christmas. I do not have a video of telling Brett. We wanted to keep that private, and I don't have a video of telling my parents. We kind of decided at the last minute that we were going to tell them because they go out of town for Christmas. So we told my parents at 8 weeks, and we told Brett's parents on Christmas Day at, I think it was 9 weeks. So a little bit early, but I am a believer in tell people when you want to tell them, and that's your business on when you want to tell them. So I'm going to include the little clip really, really fast of telling Brett's parents because it was hysterical.
So when I passed out,
you'll already be seated.
You got a dog.
There's a dog in there.
It's my dog.
It's my dog.
Oh, Brady's getting rid of her dog. It's better than a dog.
Wow.
Read what it says.
What? Are you serious?
I'm pregnant.
Are you kidding me?
I'm pregnant.
Oh.
So basically, we had a sign that said, we got in Brett's police cruiser, which is why I'm not going to share the photo because it shares what department he's with. But it said, I got a chalk sign and it said, "We're excited to say Daddy's backup is on the way. Baby arriving July 23. So everybody was really, really excited, and I was really sick. And if you have been following me on Instagram, that's the best place to follow me because I'm not posting a ton. I have been very, very, very sick. My morning sickness hit at about 5.5 weeks. We are 24 weeks today, and so that means we've hit viability, which is really exciting. Basically means that if something catastrophic were to happen, he could likely survive out of the womb. It would be very dangerous and very scary, but it is a huge milestone knowing that he could survive. Yeah, my morning sickness started at 5.5 weeks. We were 24 weeks. I'm still sick. Apparently I can throw up. Post VSG, I had never thrown up post VSG until 2nd trimester. Actually, I didn't get actually sick until 2nd trimester, but I was nauseous all the way through 1st trimester. We tried prescription drugs. We tried everything. The lollipops, the ginger chews, the sniffing alcohol wipes, the pear juice, all of it. Okay, I tried all of it. And then what we determined was the majority of the issue is now acid reflux due to the shape of my stomach. So VSG has caused prolonged acid reflux, and you'll have to forgive me if I'm a little spacey, but pregnancy brain is real. So that's been my biggest complication due to VSG is the nausea. I have lots of other fun pregnancy symptoms. If you'd like to see videos on what my crazy pregnancy symptoms are, or like what my cravings are, let me know what videos you'd like to see now that I think I'm okay enough to film again. Most of the time, and it sounds terrible, but from like when I get up to about 1 or 2 p.m., I'm kind of in like the danger zone of, am I going to be sick? Can I get food down? Will I be able to keep the food that I've gotten down? to stay down, but afternoons are fine. So if I'm gonna film, I'm gonna have to film in the afternoon, which is fine. I do a lot of my work in the afternoon. I have missed a lot of work, but luckily I haven't missed any deadlines or anything, and my employer is very flexible, so it's all worked out really well. So VSG is not the only complication that I have with my pregnancy. If you guys have been around here for a while, you might remember that in 2018 I had dozens, and I mean dozens, of blood clots in my lungs due to the birth control that I was on. So I am not allowed to take birth control with estrogen or progesterone, which are, of course, naturally occurring hormones during pregnancy. In fact, your body produces about 30 times more than the normal amounts while you're pregnant. So basically what that means is the hormones my body needs to sustain a pregnancy could kill me. That's just the reality. So those hormones could cause blood clots, which could kill me or could kill him. And it's scary, and I don't tell you this to scare you, because what's happened to me is just my journey. It has nothing to do with VSG. It doesn't mean it'll happen to you. But I am on blood thinners. So I'm on Lovenox injection every day, and then down the line, when we get closer to delivery, we'll switch to heparin twice a day, which is much safer as far as half-life, and they have a drug that can stop it if I go into labor, so I don't have to worry about bleeding out. So we have all of this stuff situated, but pregnancy is dangerous for me because of those blood clots. So it's very scary, and I'm just trying to take it day by day. But it has been, the sickness has been very difficult, and the life risk and really wrapping your brain around your own mortality is scary. And then you factor in this life that's just starting and their mortality when it's just beginning, and it's just scary to think about. So I try not to. I do have a regular OB team, and I have a high-risk team, and they are incredible groups of all women, surprisingly enough. But I know a lot of women see male doctors, but all of my team on both sides is female, and I'm very thankful for both of these groups of women that have helped me so much so far. I'm trying to think of what else there might be to tell you. Let me know what you want to know in the comments below. Of course, try to keep in mind that I'm not going to share everything. I'm not probably going to be comfortable showing the bump. I know somebody's going to ask me if I've gained weight. I have gained less than 10 pounds. Until last week, I'd gained less than 5 pounds. So we are square in the middle of 6th month. I am showing, but not a ton. If you go to my Instagram, you can see my Easter photos. And the dress I'm wearing, you can't tell I'm pregnant at all. Most of the time, you can't tell I'm pregnant because I'm wearing like sweatshirts and bike shorts and things. I'm not interested in showing the bump. I'm not the person that's gonna be wearing the bodycon stuff. I think a lot of women that have VSG have body dysmorphia, and it has been very difficult to watch my body get bigger again and to watch the scale go up. I'm feeling blessed because I had the surgery. The scale's going up very, very, very slowly. And he is in the 96th percentile growth-wise right now, so he's fine. He is gaining enough weight. But it's because he's literally taking all of my nutrients. So we are on lots and lots of vitamins. We are on extra vitamins. I'm on the bariatric and the prenatal. They did not stop one or the other. We just packed it on. And then I was deficient in vitamin D, which a lot of people are in the winter anyway. So I'm on 3,000 units of that, something like that. I was on 2,000 and I was still sitting in the mid-range, so we bumped it up. But everything is fine. Our numbers are fine. His numbers are fine. We're right on track. We have an OB appointment this week. By the time you're watching this, I'll have already had the appointment. For those wondering about the glucose test, where they make you drink the super sugary drink, they don't make bariatric patients do that. Typically, they make you do a blood test, which is what we're gonna do. I'm not sure if it's gonna start this week or at the 28-week appointment, but So our next most exciting thing coming up is the baby shower, which is at the end of April. I'm really excited. I wanted to do it early, mostly because I'm not interested in showing it off, the bump, and I'm not interested in walking around and being photographed, and I'm just not interested. So, not to mention, I have had a lot of friends that waited till way later in their pregnancy for their baby showers, and it was hard for them to enjoy because they were so uncomfortable because they were so largely pregnant. So I will be 6 weeks. Six weeks. I'll still be 6 months pregnant at that point. It's 2 weeks from when I'm filming this now, so we'll be in the last week of the 6 month. Yep, which is early for a baby shower, but everybody agreed that it would be best, and I can still get around and move around. And I mean, the bump is we've popped, but it's not in the way. You know what I mean? It's not big enough that he's in the way. So, and my placenta is in the front, so I'm not feeling a lot of movement. So it's kind of easy to ignore when I'm not sick. But, you know, I do have the general fatigue. I have terrible insomnia. So I'm just trying to get through this one day at a time. And I'm so thankful for my medical team and my husband, who's been a wonderful support for me. His family has been absolutely the best. I mean, I'm filming this on Easter. My mother-in-law got him an Easter basket, even though he's not born. So if you go to the Instagram page or the Instagram post from today, you can see his little Easter basket. But we got lots of books and teether toys and fun things. So if you're interested in a nursery tour, I would be happy to do that. His room is basically ready for all of his stuff. So we already painted it. I painted it the gray color that I painted the rest of the house. And we have his crib. That's in. We have his mattress. We have the dressers, which are actually, the dresser and changing table dresser are the ones that were mine when I was a baby. So we're reusing those. We've got those situated. I've got his closet all organized. Brett's mom has already purchased all of the clothes we need from like 0 to 9 months almost. So she loves buying baby clothes, and I'm happy to let her do it. And she's so sweet about making sure everything is my style and what we like. And she's got 4 other grandbabies, so she knows like the best of everything. So we're feeling very blessed and very loved. And I know a lot of you have been worried about me and wondering where I am and if I'm okay. I mean, I don't want to sugarcoat it. Pregnancy is not for me. I'm not enjoying this. If you are sensitive about people speaking negatively about pregnancy, maybe don't watch all of the pregnancy videos I'm gonna make, because my experience has been very negative. So while I'm excited to bring my son into the world, I am also excited to never do this again, because it's been terrifying and uncomfortable. And I think as a society, we paint this rainbow sunshine picture, and that is not the case for a lot of women, and we are not open enough with how difficult this is and how life-changing and how much mental load it puts on. And when you add in the factor that I could die, I mean, your risk of death goes up the second you become pregnant anyway. But especially with what's happening in reproductive rights in America, like right now, without getting too political, it's just a scary time to be pregnant. It's a scary time to be a woman in our country. So I'm ready for this to be over, and I know it's gonna rub some people the wrong way, but I'm already planning on getting my tubes tied. We're not doing this again. To be quite frank, we are never doing this again. I only ever wanted one baby anyway, but the complexity and the severity of our situation has confirmed that we are not going to do this again, which is why today's milestone of viability is so important to me, because it not only means that he could survive this, but it means that I don't ever have to do this again. Ever. And there have been so many times where my husband has picked me up off the ground and said, I'm never going to ask you to do this again. I'm so sorry. I'm never going to ask you to do this again. It's been really difficult. And here come the hormones. But I know everybody says it'll be worth it in the end. And I do believe that. But it's a little hard as a first-time mom, right? Because you don't know what that end result's going to be yet. You know what I mean? You know that they're a baby. You know you're going to love them. But I think until I hold him, it's just going to be difficult for this last 3 months, almost 4 months. So, okay. So, thank you to everyone for all of your beautiful well wishes and for hanging in there with me while I've gone through arguably the hardest thing I have ever done in my entire life. I am so grateful for you guys. I am hoping that I will be able to make more content. I have done some shopping. I don't know how comfortable I'm going to be with try-on hauls, but I would like to show you the things I got. If you're interested in nursery videos or like clothing hauls for Bubba, or his name is Beau. I forgot to mention that. His name is Beau. We're spelling it the French way, B-E-A-U. But if you're interested in Beau clothing hauls, or if you want to see the wonderful gifts I received from the baby shower, if you're interested in that, his nursery is ocean themed, so which fits our beach theme for the rest of the house. And he's a summer baby, so we just thought it was perfect. But if you're interested in any of those things, or let me know what you'd like to see down below. I'm trying to think of what else. We did genetic testing. That's how we found out. We found out his sex at 12 weeks. We did the blood test at 10 weeks. And so that's how we knew. We didn't wait for the 20-week ultrasound, although he did show us at the 20-week ultrasound that those blood tests were correct. So there's a big shot of the boy parts, which I will not show just for, you know, reasons. For anybody wondering if I will show his face on the internet when he's born, there's one photo I want to put up that I have in my mind that I want to take at the hospital, but other than that, I'm probably not going to show his face specifically on the internet. You know, I think we are going to just be very cautious about that in general for a lot of reasons. But yeah, so let me know. Like, I feel like I'm very squirrel brained, so I'm sorry if this was a little rambly, but I wanted to get a video for you guys, and I actually felt human enough to put my face on today for Easter. So let me know what questions you have in the comments below. I will answer what I can. Let me know what videos you would like to see. I don't want the channel to be like, I don't want it to become a baby channel or anything like that. I don't want to, you know what I mean? If you want VSG pregnancy specific videos, if you have questions about those kinds of things, I feel like there's not a lot of information on the internet about what happens after VSG when you get pregnant, which is why I wanted to at least make some kind of intro video sharing that I am, in fact, more than halfway through my pregnancy. But if you have specific questions about that, let me know. If you want a video on that, let me know. Just whatever you want to let me know. I miss you guys. I'm clearly out of practice, but I'm happy to be back. I don't want this channel to die. This is a new chapter in my life that I've never been through, and I just appreciate all the love and grace that has come my way from you guys. So that is what I have for you. I can't even remember what my outro used to be, but don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked this video. Comment all those things down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Love you, Warrior Crew. Bye. I guess I did remember.